The role of a woman in the society is to submit. Birth control are the pills of the devil. Education is so fundamental to the development of a people. Hang murderers. Simple as that. What am I voting for? Voting will change nothing.
Tout le monde haïtien, como ye. God save the Queen.
Freedom March is powered by BTC.
Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and just in case you didn't hear me when I broadcast earlier, today happens to be Friday, the 27th, is it?
26th.
The 26th of January 2024, and we are broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here on University Drive in Nassau, Bahamas. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor, and of course I'm going to invite him to do that which he's required to do.
Absolutely.
Behold the spiritual advisor.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you so much, Senator. Good to be here. As always, today we look at the book of John, 1 John that is, the 4th chapter, 2 verses, 19 and 21. John, of course, says admonishing the Christians in the first century, but I'm sure those who are not Christians can learn from this passage. And he says, we love because God first loved us. Whoever claims to love God, yet hates a brother or a sister, is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother or sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. And he has given us this command. Anyone who loves God must also love their brother and sister. 1 John 4, 19 to 21. Of course, the NIV is used because of its clarity in the English form. We love God because he loved us. Whoever does not love their brother or sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. And he has given us this command. Anyone who loves God must also, the imperative, must also love their brother and sister. Thanks so much, Sandra. The word of God is always and forever blessed. Amen.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Well, folks, yesterday in the House of Assembly, there was an interesting revelation on the part of Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, who did a scorching attack and criticism of the leader of His Majesty's loyal opposition, Michael Pintard. This came in the aftermath after Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda had revealed to the media that there was a person in custody with reference to the investigation over the assault of the opposition FNM Vice Chairman Richard Johnson. You would recall that Richard Johnson had made a series of allegations against members of his own party, that's the Free National Movement, that while he was attending a meeting of the party, someone beat him up, someone drop-kicked him, someone chased him around the party. And in the aftermath, he had made some very serious allegations, culminating in the police moving swiftly to arrest a Negro suspect, whom, from all indication, appears to be a member of the Free National Movement and the son of a senior stalwart of the FNM, whose political loyalty lies with the former Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis. So that is an interesting matter in view of the fact that we have been preoccupied by crime among our young people and the fact that the opposition leader has told the country that Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda had told a lie. let us look at that dispute in the Honorable House of Assembly so we can attempt to make sense of it and to ensure that justice flows like a mighty, mighty river. And I think that is powerful. Davis, that's the Prime Minister, rebukes Pintard for calling Commissioner of Police, quote, a liar, end quote, in Johnson attack case. Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis rebuked opposition leader Michael Pintard for saying Police Commissioner Clayton Fernanda did not tell the truth when he said someone was in custody as police investigated an alleged physical attack on Free National Movement's Vice Chairman Richard Johnson. Mr. Davis said, and we quote the Prime Minister, as was widely broadcast in the media, the leader of His Majesty's loyal opposition accused the Commissioner of Police of the Royal Bahamas Police Force of being, and I quote, a liar, end quote. I continue to quote, what made the attack even more egregious, said Prime Minister Davis, was the fact that it stemmed from the fact that the honorable gentleman was merely ignorant of the details concerning a police investigation, an investigation in which the honorable member may likely be a person of interest given the public utterances of the complainant. Mr. Davis scolded the F&M leader, Michael Pintard, and urged him to apologize. Mr. Pintard later accused him of trying to deflect from the crime issue. At an F&M press conference earlier this month, Mr. Pintard claimed that Commissioner Fernanda did not tell the truth about the status of the investigation into an alleged attack against F&M Vice Chairman Richard Johnson. Quite frankly, we believe that it's a lie, but it's just us, Mr. Pintard said. If the police are making progress, we welcome that news, and we ask them to let us know. Mr. Johnson was allegedly attacked outside an F&M meeting on November 30th. He said he was talking to F&M members outside when someone came out of nowhere and hit him about his head, or hit him across his head, prompting him to defend himself. F&M leaders later filed a police complaint against Johnson, saying he falsely accused them of orchestrating the attack he experienced. Mr. Johnson sued the F&M in 2022 after executives unanimously barred him from council meeting. He seeks $500,000 in damages, claiming that neither leader Michael Pintard nor Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands had the authority to suspend his membership. And of course, the matter is before the court. So we thought we would make that clear. We attempted to clear that up yesterday on the allegations of the Prime Minister, who's called on the opposition leader, Michael Pintard, to apologize to the Commissioner of Police for calling him a liar. Michael Pintard might not be aware that in him calling the Commissioner of Police a liar, the Commissioner of Police could in fact bring charges against Michael Pintard. I don't know if he would do so, but certainly the kind of allegation that the opposition leader made against the Commissioner of Police, a senior public official, it brings him into serious contempt and disrepute. Now, if the Commissioner of Police then were to prosecute the opposition leader for those scandalous attacks on the Commissioner, certainly F&Ms will now say, see what the police is doing. The police is trying to spite Mr. Pintard. The police is being very political. But Mr. Pintard, like every other Negro citizen, is not above the law. So it becomes very, very important what you say about civil authorities. It's very important what you say about the Commissioner of Police or any other senior officials. Depending on what you say and depending on how you drag their name into contempt and repute, criminal charges can be brought against you. And that is a factor that the opposition leader failed to recognize. And of course, I blame all of this on the former F&M Attorney General, Carl Bettel. Carl certainly ought to have known that by the utterance of the leader of the opposition, it constitutes a criminal offense. And he should have said to Michael, please, leader, do not say that about the Commissioner of Police because you could be prosecuted. And this is how crime spreads, because many people in the society who would be familiar with the law, who would understand the principle governing this scandalous attack on the Commissioner of Police, will sit back and say, you see, Michael Pintard is being given privilege because he's leader of the opposition and he could allegedly commit a crime and not prosecute it. So I'm not going to call for his prosecution. I shall hope that he will reconsider what he has done, and perhaps he should reflect on the advice of Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, who has called upon him to apologize to Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda. My spiritual advisor, are you aware that certain allegations that one may levy against civil authorities could in fact be a criminal offense?
Okay, I hear you. So what's going to happen in this case? What happens if Michael Pintard doesn't apologize?
Well,
then what?
The issue of him not apologizing would mean that he did not see, nor understand, or appreciated the wisdom of his senior brother, Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, drawing to his attention that sin, nevertheless, it places the Commissioner of Police, if the Commissioner of Police does not control his ego, does not relax, he could come to the conclusion that my reputation has been offended in law, and I shall move to prosecute the leader of the king's opposition. But certainly we would not want the Commissioner of Police to do so. But certainly we would not want the leader of the opposition to commit a crime.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know,
let's see what happens.
Perhaps you, as spiritual advisor,
well, no.
will speak spiritually to all citizens of the country and call upon them to respect civil authority and the rule of law. But of course, if you think it's not applicable to Michael Pintard, no, give that advice.
Senator, every person is subject to whatever authority has been placed over them, you know, and we are under obligation to obey them. I mean, you know, it is what it is. So if the leader of the opposition is as smart as I think he is, then he'll do the right thing. Right? Yeah. We have to submit.
This is powerful.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, as crime escalates in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, there are many people employed by the Bahamas government who is required to go to the scene of a crime, and they have found themselves at risk. There are times when there is a shooting, but EMS personnel are reluctant to immediately go to the scene, unless, of course, the Royal Bahamas Police Force get there earlier and reassure them that the crime scene is clear and there are no dangers of them being shot, no dangers of being harmed. In the United States of America, members of the American law enforcement have been observing what has been taking place in the Bahamas. And one of the things they have concluded that many of our professionals in EMS have not been provided with the protective gears. An example being, there are many ambulance attendants who go to a crime scene and they have no bulletproof. So if you go to a crime scene and the gunman or the gunmen are still shooting and you get there, you run the risk of being shot. Well, there is an organization, a law enforcement organization, I'm advised, in Orlando, Florida, who's come to the rescue of EMS personnel here in the Bahamas, and they have provided at least 40 bulletproof vests. And these bulletproof vests are some of the best bulletproof vests made in America. And they were donated to our local EMS professionals so that when they go to the scene of a crime, they would not need to worry about stray bullets hitting them. So I want to take this opportunity to thank the Orlando, that's in the state of Florida, the Orlando Fire Department, and those wonderful Americans who took into consideration the escalation in crime here on the island of New Providence, and who took into consideration the fact that many of our professionals do not have the kind of, machinery, protection, bulletproof vests to protect them. So they receive at least 40 nice bulletproof vests. So it's a great day for the state of Florida and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And notwithstanding what the governor of the state of Florida has been threatening, well, at least we have allies in the fire department at Orlando who is providing us with these bulletproof vests. I think it's great, and I think we should be grateful for that contribution. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Advisor?
It's a huge consideration. We're at the end of the segment?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Freedom March. God save the city of Orlando in the state of Florida in the United States of America. God save the fire department. God save EMS personnel here in the Bahamas. God save King Charles III, the entire royal family, and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. Well, as we are aware, as crime plagues the country, there are all sorts of people who have some views as to how we ought to battle crime, what is needed to reduce the rise in crime. And of course, my spiritual advisor, you were telling me that opposition leader...
No, there's an aunt's MP.
Adrian
White, is it?
Yes. What is Adrian White saying?
Well, he's actually calling for capital punishment. As a matter of fact, it says that whether or not capital punishment should be imposed remains a national debate, and amid the ongoing crime crisis, Member of Parliament for St. Anne's, Adrian White, spoke to reporters at the House of Assembly and called for murderers to be hanged. Mr. White pointed to the country's long history of hanging criminals and petitioned for a return of the practice. Capital punishment is on our books. It's been a part of our country, and we need to start hanging persons that have been convicted and completed their appeal process of murder again, said Mr. White. Mr. White is a well-known lawyer, emphatically disagreed with the Privy Council's stance that the death penalty should be rare, definitely stating the punishment for murder is death. I mean, it's an interesting statement, but you know, the reality of Santa, amidst all this, he is on the opposite side, and you wonder if this is politics or if he's serious about his conviction for hanging. And that's one of the things that confuses me, because like when the opposition is in power, sometimes you get a different story. But now that they are on the other side, and of course crime and the murder is a vexing problem, you wonder if it's a play on politics or if that's really what they really want. You see my point?
Well, we have to look at what he says. He is an attorney at law.
Okay.
He has complained about the escalation in murders, and he has offered to the country what he believes will reduce it.
Okay.
There's no politics there. The law makes provision for the carrying out of capital punishment, and he, as being one of the electors of the people, he has a duty to push, to agitate, and to debate in his call for the state to move whatever impediments to ensure that hanging takes place.
And he says, sorry about that, but he says he doesn't care about the impediment. He said whatever it is that the Privy Council has decided to come up with, that isn't something that he's interested in or he cares about. He said if you commit the murder and you have been processed and found guilty, you should be hanged.
Well, he, as an attorney at law, ought to examine what the Privy Council said, and then once he would have identified what the impediments are, then he should move resolutely in the Parliament with a view to having those impediments move so that capital punishment can be carried out.
Yeah, but he won't have the power to do that at this time.
You cannot say he does not have the power. He is a member of the Parliament.
But he's on the opposition side.
Notwithstanding that he is on the opposition side, he's a member of Parliament, and therefore he can take bills, resolutions, motions to the House of Assembly, and in his case, he can always find a member of the Parliament to second it. So once he gets a member to second whatever bill, whatever motion, whatever resolution he put forward, then Parliament has to debate it.
Okay.
So it's not an excuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that he did mention it. So let's see who else is going to follow suit.
Well, he has to go further than mentioning it.
Right.
He has to take political action. And political action is the introduction of a bill, an introduction of a motion, something to go on the agenda for a national debate. A national debate at the House of Assembly level, a national debate at the Senate, and by extension, inviting members of the public to make their contributions.
Right. He says, I'm not into what the Privy Council is saying, that it has to be the worst of the worst. That's their opinion. My opinion is that if you're found guilty of the offense, and that's the punishment that is connected to that particular type of offense, you need to take your punishment for murder or death, he said. Mr. White added that capital punishment would ensure justice for victims and revealed that he believes that the death penalty will act as a deterrent for criminals. He explained it will be a deterrent for some individuals. A lot of times murder is a crime of passion, but at the same time an individual has lost their life because of the uncontrolled passion of the person that carried the heinous act out. So, okay. It's a very much fair statement.
Well, essentially, you merely look at the crime, and once a person has been tried, has been convicted, well, the decision of the jury and the judge is what it is. So whatever the impediment is, it has to be moved.
Okay.
Outside of that, we make a mockery of the system and the crime, the murders will continue to escalate, and we will continue to complain every time a citizen is shot and or killed.
Now, in Adrian White's case, what he now has to do is to get his leader now to call for capital punishment. I think that would have a very, very strong indication to the House that maybe the opposition wants the government to move ahead and to, proceed against the impediment that, is preventing the government from hanging. So if the leader of the opposition can endorse hanging publicly, has he ever done that?
Well, I'm not sure. He perhaps can ask the leader of the opposition, but he is a member of parliament independent of the leader of the opposition. Both of them are parliamentarians. Both of them occupies respective seats in the Honorable House of Assembly, and either one of them can move a motion. So Adrian White does not need to wait to get the okay from the opposition as to whether or not he should table a bill, a motion. He is to act on what he perceives is in the best interest of his constituency and by extension the country.
Okay.
But to wait for the opposition or any other individual member of parliament is to pussyfoot. You believe that murderers should be hanged, then you move in the parliament the motion and you find an allied who will second it,
right.
So that it will go on the agenda and so that there will be a national debate.
Absolutely.
These are merely academics and we are wasting time. And the murders will continue to rise until such time as we take radical action
against it,
to punish those who will commit the crime and thereby reducing the crime. So that is what is needed.
Indeed.
Yeah. What other topic you want?
I have to look at the papers. I was rather busy today, to say the least. So as I was flipping through, that got my attention. At least we have one more member of parliament who has decided that they should voice their opinion on capital punishment, which is, it's positive. All right. I don't know what else you want to talk about.
Well, we have to emphasize that capital punishment is the law, and citizen has to agitate, because essentially what is lacking in the country is a state of emergency to deal with the rise in the murders, and the state has not demonstrated clearly that it is opposed to the killings, and the only way that we are going to demonstrate that clearly is by a state of emergency, which is designed to arrest people whom the police have good reason to believe that they are involved in these terrible crimes. So the police needs that power. It needs state power. It needs martial law. And martial law will kick in once you declare a state of emergency, with the police having the power to arrest, to seize, to search, and to hold people in lawful custody. That is the solution to it. Outside of that, the murders will continue, and of course, we would be like the animal who says he's going to build a house when it rains, and when the rain is over, he forgets what the position is. So everybody has a duty to agitate, and we have to continue to agitate, and you agitate by speaking to your member of parliament, sending a letter to your member of parliament, sending a text to your member of parliament, and of course, writing various government officials. And among the officials that you can write, you can start with Her Excellency, the Governor General, the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition, all of the senior government official who holds constitutional position. If you are silent, if you're not complaining, then after a murder subsides, then we go back to normal until there's another heinous killing. but we have to be very bold, very persistent, and continue to agitate and agitate and agitate and agitate until such time as we get the Parliament to listen to our desires. I think that is so significant. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we understand that the Immigration Department is conducting an exercise on the island of Abaco. And from what we know, we understand about 95 eviction notices has been placed on particular structures in these what is called shanty towns, right? Now here's what I don't understand for the life of me, right? Despite all that's been said about shanty towns and how the government is now moving swiftly to either regulate them or to bulldoze those shanty towns that are in complete contravention of the building code or the building act in the Bahamas. Why is it that some foreigners or Haitian or Bahamian, whatever you want to call it, why do they continue to violate these laws by still wanting to exist in these shanty towns? So here it is now that there's this massive exercise going on in Abaco, and some of these structures, just went up over the last year or so. And so now you have to now vacate within 28 days out of these shanty towns and do the right thing and find yourself a normal apartment building or house to live in that has been approved based on building codes and structure to be a part of the society. I just don't understand why is that still happening? You hear a lot of Bahamians talk about the shanty towns and the health risks and hazards they pose to the communities. You hear government talk about regulating these shanty towns or to bulldoze them, but still, for some strange reason, these folks go back and they rebuild these structures. So now after these notices have been given, you got 28 days, you got to vacate. And after vacation, they bulldoze these areas. Why do people still go back and reconstruct these homes?
They go back to the shanty town?
Yeah, I mean, you see it happen.
Really?
Why do they do that? I don't understand that. They're trying to get you to if you want to be a part of society, there's a way that you do that.
Okay. Tell the people what they should do.
I can speak for the island of Providence, Santa. There are a lot of beautiful apartment buildings that are being built all over this island.
Okay.
All right? And most landlords just require that you have at least first, last, and security. And sometimes they include water in that rental agreement, and you have to pay your light. So why not become a part of our normal way of living by renting apartments until you could afford to purchase a piece of property and build a home? So this is a massive exercise, and no doubt it's sending a strong message to people who want to be a part of these unregulated communities that, listen, you now have to have a change of mind, a mindset in the way you live, and become a part of society in a normal way. So I don't know if you're aware, but there's this massive exercise going on in Abaco, and they're saying that notices were placed on 95 shantytown structures in Abaco. And I think they will make the notices will be placed in the area called the Gully on the SE Bull Highway, and more eviction notices are expected to be posted in Abaco very soon. All right, so it's a step in the right direction, Santa. Folks, residents must realize that they have to, think like every other normal person who wants to live a normal, regulated life in society to straighten up and fly right. So they're in Abaco, Santa.
And where are they?
They're
at the Gully.
Yeah, where's that? I know it's in Abaco. But they say
2000
Gully on SC Boodle Highway.
When was Hurricane Dorian?
19, eh?
Help me out.
2019 or
was it 2019?
Yeah.
When Hurricane Dorian came,
2019.
And Hubert Ingram
Was it Hubert Ingram?
and his friend Perry Gladstone Christie flew into Great Abaco. Christie had accompanied Ingram, who went in search of many, many citizens of Great Abaco that nobody was hearing from. Among them were the people of the gully. The people of the gully are my people, the Haitian people. When Ingram and Christie arrived, there was a particular Haitian family that Ingram knew very, very well. And when Ingram arrived at the gully, he could not find his home, and Ingram showed it for him. And when they told Ingram that they believed that that man and his family was swept to sea, Hubert Ingram wept. I thank God that during his emotional outbreak, his good friend Perry Gladstone Christie was there to comfort him. So the issue of the Haitian people is a very emotional issue for thousands of Bahamians who love the Haitian people, who are sympathetic to their economic and political plight, and who recognizes that we and the Haitian people are one. So this is what we are faced with. And every time I think about the gully, and every time I think about Sherland-Bootle Highway, and the hundreds, perhaps thousands of people of Haitian descent who were swept away to sea, it is indeed an emotional thought. Tout le monde haïtien! Comment est? So, that's what's going on here.
So for those who have rental units, no doubt they're going to see some improvement in their financial incomes because now people must find.
So there are many available.
There are apartments available all over.
Okay.
Now, like I told you here in New
Well,
Providence.
if you are aware
You know?
of apartments, are you able to recommend a couple apartments so the Haitian people could go and rent
Yes,
them?
and that's what they need to do. Mind you, today I spoke with two individuals who do have work permits in the Bahamas, and they say, listen, we recognize that we're going to soon have to go and find apartments because very soon they're going to come to the shantytowners just off Cowpen Road.
Who shantytown is this they coming to? I want the government to be
Cowpen
careful
Road, there are a couple of shantytowns.
of the shantytowns that they're raiding, because many of these shantytowns are owned by prominent PLPs and F&M.
It doesn't make it right, eh?
And therefore,
Shantytown.
the PLP must be guided, because these shantytowns, many of them are owned by prominent PLPs and F&M. I just want them to realize that. Okay?
But it's when you look at the effect of this, and I mean recognize that there may be some folks who may be displaced and may need some help, and maybe that's where the Ministry of Social Services come in. But the spin-off to that is that those who have these rental units available, that these people are going to come and they're going to make it right by having
They're going to rent.
Yeah,
Okay.
place last and security.
Okay.
And they're going to apply the BEC to have, lights like they should, and then cable. And so this is going to be some good economic spin-off for people like me and you who live these normal lives in society. So this is a step in the.
What are you
right
suggesting
direction.
that I could rent to the Haitians?
If you have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and see, the thing about it though is when you rent these units to your people, you have to be very specific with them.
What do you mean by that?
Because if you have a 2 bedroom and you tell them, listen, this 2 bedroom apartment, you got a maximum 3 people, maybe 4.
Why are you discriminating?
No,
Why
I'm
should I
just
tell
telling
a
you.
person with a huge family,
Senator, a 2-bedroom apartment,
my
right?
spiritual advisor,
You think 15 people could live in a 2-bedroom apartment?
if you have a family of 15, they can have to live in it. Come on.
Man, let's be realistic now. 15 people can't live in a 2-bedroom.
Of course 15 people
where
can.
Where they going to sleep?
Some could sleep on the floor.
That's the problem. See, and I guess that's one of the reasons why you have a lot of folks who are very careful about renting these apartments.
Stop your
because
discrimination.
It's
If
not
I
discrimination.
have
I'm just saying,
a
Senator,
large family.
that these, sometimes these
Are you
people,
going to tell
you rent it
me-
to 2, then the next thing you know it's 4,
Yeah,
and then it's 6,
large family.
and then it's 8.
Large family.
What's going on there? I signed an agreement.
if I have a
for,
family-
for 3 of you to be in this apartment.
you're
Now it's
wrong.
9.
Yeah, if I have a family of 8, what do you want me to do with my family? 8, some of us will have to sleep on the floor. Some of us may have to sleep in the
That's going to be
bathtub.
kind of difficult because
That is not difficult.
tell you what.
never slept on the floor before?
Yeah. But here's my point though. Normally, a 2-bedroom apartment, it'll have 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen. All right, that's the way most of them are
We
designed.
only need one
Right?
kitchen, you know.
So you say to
One
yourself now,
kitchen, one
but
bathroom.
now you understand where it becomes difficult if more than 3 people staying in a 2-bedroom apartment because of the rotation when it's time to bathe and use the bathroom and all that.
It's very easy.
You have 10 people living in one
You get up,
2-bedroom apartment. Yeah.
You start
See,
getting
that's,
up.
You saying that.
You
That's
start
difficult.
getting up around 4. You get up 4 o'clock, and mommy bathe her first,
Lord,
followed by daddy and everybody else.
and see, that becomes a problem because if you rent a 2-bedroom apartment and 9 people live in that apartment, then you can't basically include water in the rent unless you.
What do you mean you can't include water in the rent?
You know how much water these 9 people are going to be
Oh,
using?
come on,
Senator?
my spiritual advisor.
Not even in the washing yet. That's just the bathing and using the,
Come on.
toilet
Most of the
facilities.
apartments on the island of New Providence are not connected to the government water.
Yeah, some people have their.
They are
electrical
connected
pipe.
to
well.
the dirty, nasty, underground water supply.
Not necessarily.
Which is contaminated by generations of human feces.
Do you know that water?
I don't want nobody to talk nonsense to me, all right? No matter how luxurious these apartments look, when you go and examine it, it is not connected to the government water supply. All right? So I'm not listening to these Negroes. They're a bunch of hypocrites. Now, if someone is renting your apartment and they have a large family, please rent it to them, okay? As long as they're paying the rent and taking good care of the building, please rent it to them. That's the reality, all right? That's the reality. Any more comments, my spiritual advisor?
No, we can move on. But it does seem the government, well, and then the thing too, the Ministry of Works is moving swiftly with really regulating these shantytowns and these illegal structures.
What do we mean
which
when
is
we
good.
say they are regulating them?
Well, there are a lot of these structures don't have the necessary requirements that the Ministry of Works require for you to have a structure. You know, they don't have proper foundation.
Do you know where they are tonight, the ministry? Where will they break down next?
I know they're in Abaco.
They're breaking down Navigo?
Yeah, and immigration is in Abaco as well. So in these shanty towns, no doubt you'll find.
What part of Abaco they're breaking down?
I have to look and see exactly because I don't know Abaco like that.
Gosh,
But where's the no, don't do that. Where's the Essie Boodle Highway?
I mean, where is
Do you
it?
know where? I mean, it's in Abaco, but where is it? Is that north, or is that just one main road?
That's one big road.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But the reality is immigration will find a lot of illegal immigrants in these. All right.
This is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. Tout Munaisye, Mapkashe, Rodea. This is powerful. I'll be right back after the break. God save the King. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka, and it is birthday time. Bradley Rule.
Yeah, we got some birthdays today. we're gonna wish those who are celebrating their birthdays. We're gonna wish them a happy birthday today, and we're gonna go in the order that you have it, Mr. Producer. We're gonna start with this young man. Happy birthday goes out to Captain Jed Monroe. Greetings is coming from his children, Janae, Jed Jr., Tania, and his mom, Charlie. We love you and wish you God's blessing. Happy birthday to Jed Monroe. All right, and then next we want to wish a very special, last evening Sandals held its prestigious award ceremony, and our sister from the Church of Christ, Avis Bullard, was nominated by 10 members and managers and won the very first award of the evening, the Circle of Joy Award. Congratulations to Avis on a job well done. Continue to shine, my sister. Congratulations, coming of course from your family, your husband, your daughter, your sons, and of course all those at the Church of Christ here in the Bahamas. Congratulations, Avis Bullard. All right, and then we want to wish Tamisha Knowles congratulations on becoming one of the country's latest Justice of the Peace. This is coming from her entire family. She says she'll be celebrating on the 27th, which is tomorrow, so you'll be celebrating the birthday, and of course you're the latest Justice of the Peace. All right, so we send birthday wishes out to you, and of course congratulatory shout out as well. All right, so God bless you, and yes, we'll pass by for some scrumptious meal or food, whatever it is that you're going to prepare on Sunday. Thank you so much. Tamisha Knowles. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. We want to wish happy birthday to 4214 Clark. It's coming from your fiance, 3607 Panza, your son Tia, John, family and friends, especially Shelley. They love you. Happy birthday and God bless you. We hope you live to enjoy many, many more. All right, this young man here, happy birthday goes out to Terrence Hutchinson Jr. It's coming from his Grammy, Catrice calling. And may God continue to bless you. It's for today, yesterday. Happy birthday today. Of course, we understand it's your birthday. It's tomorrow, January 27th. You'll be celebrating your 7th birthday. So happy pre-birthday to you. I got it mixed up. Terrence Hutchison. All the best to you, young man. May you live to enjoy many more. All right. Then, of course, happy birthday goes out to Dorothy Hunt over in Palmetto Point, Lutra. It's coming from your daughter, Candace, your sisters, your brothers, your nieces, nephews. They love you. Enjoy your special day. And, of course, may God continue to bless you. Hope you live to enjoy many, many more. All right, and then we understand that, you see that last photo there? Okay, let me just send this quickly because we have to wish, former Justice Joseph C. Strawn, we understand, will be celebrating his 90th birthday tomorrow. Wow, it is indeed a milestone. This birthday greetings, of course, is coming to you from your wife and all of your children. Me and Rodney here at Freedom March. Justice Joseph C. Strawn is also a member of the First Century Church of Christ, so the Church of Christ is going to be celebrating with you tomorrow on your birthday. Of course, we understand that you and the Prime Minister, you all are Cat Island boys. So tomorrow you're going to be 90. Oh man, this is just unbelievable. So pre-birthday shout out to former Justice Joseph C. Strawn, who will be 90 years old tomorrow. Your beautiful wife is sending you this very special birthday and all of your lovely children as well. All right, so Sister Belle Strawn wishes you a special happy 90th birthday, which is tomorrow. We'll be coming down to your house tomorrow, and Justice, me and Rodney will be coming down to celebrate this birthday with you. All right, that ends that. Santa?
I want to do a shout out to a young man by the name of Andrew Bain. Andrew Bain here he is. Andrew Bain is a landscaping businessman. And of course, he is so excited. He wants members of the public to support his business. He came to the studio yesterday to visit us and to tell us about the greatness of his landscaping business. And of course, his number is 445-4157. Is that correct, my spiritual advisor? 445
4157. Yeah.
Yes, 445-5157.
Sorry, do it again.
There it is.
445-4157.
You repeat it for me.
445-4157.
445-4157.
Right.
445-4157. So Andrew Bain, he is hardworking and he specializes in a variety of landscaping activities. Please give him an opportunity so that he will make a wonderful contribution to the economy, and he will continue to help to beautify the island of New Providence. Andrew Bain, this is powerful. Okay, what next do we have?
That's it. That's all the birthday.
All right, so that's all the birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go to see what else we are going to talk about on this wonderful Saturday.
Right. So Sandra, what is the latest development with the road traffic department and their operation at the sports center?
Well,
I know there is a statement from, what is it, energy and what?
the ministry responsible for energy,
Yeah. And what, transport?
perhaps
Yeah, I
transport,
understand that there probably was a statement that was released from the minister, who is?
Mrs. Colby Davis.
But so far, the publicity and the information that we're getting is there were some serious issues with sanitation.
Okay.
A lot of folks complaining about rodents and the working environment and conditions not being conducive for staff to be in. I guess that is something that the government has to take a look at very quickly and try to correct as soon as they could. I do understand that they may be going to a new location by the middle of February.
Okay.
You know anything about that?
Where have you heard that they're going?
Now, I know last year there was some rumors, but I wasn't certain as to exactly what is going on or if any preparations are being done to have that move to this location.
Where did you hear they were going?
That they were supposed to be going on the Tonic William Darling Highway to the Leslie Miller complex or something like that.
They're not going to carry rat down by Leslie Miller, are they?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so. But my understanding by the middle of February, they just might have a new location.
Okay.
So maybe they're going to have to hang on until those plans come to fruition, you know? But that's what I'm understanding, that they have some very serious issues. And the minister, no doubt, I guess, was explaining exactly what is the plan to correct that problem. I'll try and see if I could find the information to read it.
Well, I don't think it's a major issue. We have the cruise industry, and the cruise ship brings to our island millions and millions of rat.
Yeah, but they don't jump off and come on land.
That's because you've never worked at the cruise port. Millions and millions of rat. And then, of course, they bring their garbage, they dump it here, then it is transported to the city dump. And before they transport the rubbish, nothing is done to contain the rats. Millions and millions of American and other international rats are imported onto the island, and it's taken to the southern part of the island.
Now here's what I find to be very disturbing, right? And a special shout out to all of our Facebook followers. We want to say a special shout out to Sherelle Ferguson. I'm going to mention to Ray Thomas for the last, because I have something to say to that person. Because a special shout out to Renee Etienne, Alicia Forbes, Joanne Hepburn, all you who follow us on Facebook. I'm trying to name a few of you just so that you can appreciate Babe, Set Apart, Wild Goose, Newbell, Door Jack, you people follow us daily on Facebook. We appreciate you. Reps LaFleur, baby. Okay, we already did that. Lene Munnins, Brianna Angel. We thank you. But listen, here's what I find to be distasteful. I see this comment here, right? All right? And here's what they're saying about the conditions at the stadium. Mr. Rowe, please understand it was the F&M, former administration, that did not maintain the stadium in the last 4.5 years. Okay, so PLP government has been in power almost 3 years. This year's going to be 3 years. So if the 3 years that the government is in power, that isn't enough time to correct it. I try to figure out, why do we always try to, pass the buck? All right, so if a mistake happened 4 years ago, we're almost 3 years into this new administration, so it cannot be corrected. It's just crazy. Why do you make such silly comments, people? And Mr. Thomas, anyhow, let me just leave that alone. I just find that to be interesting. Every time you mention something that's going on with under this previous administration, you talk about the last administration. Why are we doing that? Does that make any sense to you?
Why are we doing what?
We talk about the conditions at the road traffic department. Somebody's going to say, listen, you got to blame the F&M for that.
Okay. But if they say you have to blame the F&M for that, why would you be offended?
It doesn't make sense. We're here now to correct it.
Yeah, but if they say, let's blame the F&M.
So how's that going to help the situation?
Well, who is blaming the F&M? It isn't the government blaming the F&M. The government is trying to correct it. But if other citizens say, let's blame the F&M.
This person is just crazy. Oh, sorry, forgive me. But this person, these comments, that's just ridiculous. Yes, Chrissy, I'm sorry, I missed you, and Miss Whitehead, yes, and Fanny Gardner. All these folks who watch us daily, we appreciate you. And a special shout out to all of our Facebook followers. Go ahead, Sandra. What you say now?
Yeah, I'm not offended when citizens blame us. When people say it's y'all, the F&M, I'm not offended. I accept the criticism because I know the people are speaking the truth. It's only when they lie on us I would be offended. But if they say, listen, y'all gone, y'all fail, then all that I say to F&Ms is, let us regroup and let's improve. That's all. And I'm certain that PLPs would take the same position, that if PLPs are being blamed for anything, the PLP should regroup and correct the situation. That's all. Nothing to be upset about. It's a part of the democracy, and it's a part of people learning to express themselves in a very objective manner. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What else on your mind?
No, I mean, there were a few things that were just some, urgent on my mind.
Okay.
But what we could do is what it is?
Today's Friday.
Okay, let's open the lines early.
Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
It's Friday. How's the crime?
It appears
What's the latest?
that the police is out in the
Yes, every day now, apparently. They're everywhere, Sandra.
I ran into 6 policemen.
We got a call? Okay, sorry, but let's take this call quickly. 323-7775 is the number to call. Welcome to Freedom House Call. You're live.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, could you...
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Do me a favor, please. Could you turn your radio down first, please?
A birthday shout out to Malik.
Could you turn your radio down first, please?
Happy birthday, Malik. How is Malik doing?
Please call us when you call.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to tell a shout out to Malik a happy birthday from his mother, daddy, sister, and brother, and his girlfriend, Francis.
Francis, you still liking Malik? Huh?
Yeah, Malik is 11. My Malik is 11.
Okay, then. I don't want you to like Malik because, my boy is very jealous. And I don't want your sons to beat him, okay?
Oh, my boy. Malik 11, man.
Okay,
What
then.
you?
Well, just get it clear because when I heard you liking Malik, I became stunned.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Well, happy birthday to 11-year-old Malik.
oh,
And this is powerful, okay?
yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to both of you.
Thank
yes,
you.
Same to you.
I am calling in connection with the all the talk that's going on about the rodents at the road traffic department.
Yes.
That is not going to be stopped until the people in the traffic department learn not to eat at their desk and have greasy things left all over the rats and the roaches.
Okay.
I've been down in road traffic last year when I went to license my car. And this young lady is sitting at her desk, comfortably eating out a potato chip, wide open, everybody could see it, eating chips out of the bag. What did she do with that bag when it was done? Did she take it home or did she take it outside and throw it in the garbage? When they went to the road traffic building, I'm sorry, the station where they are now, there were no rats there, but the building where they came from, the Clarence Bain building, that had to be demolished because of rodents and roaches and all of that.
Okay.
So when they go in the new building now, they're going to take the same thing because people are allowed to eat at their desk and bring in their greasy food. You go in those offices, most of the time, you could, around lunchtime, you could smell them greasy fish or greasy chicken or whatever they're eating. You could smell it. And I don't know that they dispose of them properly, and so the rats and roaches come at night and they have a feast.
Right. So that's my next question to you. What about the rotation as far as getting rid of the garbage? Is that done on a regular basis? That may be the problem.
I don't know if that's done, but I mean the disposal of the greasy food that they eat in the office all day, the disposal of the papers or the wrappers, whatever they have, or leftover food that they throw, but is that disposed of properly?
You're not blaming the staff. You're saying so blaming on the staff. The staff caused the rodents.
Well, who's going to take? There was no rodents down in the center before they went there,
Yeah,
right?
who's responsible for taking out the garbage?
Well, the cleaners at night, I suppose to be.
Okay.
But are they doing it? Are they doing it properly? But the staff shouldn't be allowed to eat at their desks. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You go in most of these government offices. The other day I went to one, I don't want to say which office it was. I had an appointment to see a lady, and when I got in there, she had her food spread up on her desk. That shouldn't be allowed. They all should have an area set up in the building,
Okay.
in the cafeteria or something to eat.
Right. So
Not eating at the desk and the food set up all through the office. That draws the rats and roaches when you can smell food all through the offices.
all right. So the food should be contained to just one specific area, like the kitchen or the whatever it is, right?
They should have like a cafeteria everybody
Yes.
go to eat.
Okay.
And leave the offices, and maybe that can control the rats and the roaches only to that section, maybe the cafeteria.
Okay.
If it's not cleaned properly.
All right.
You know,
Thank
but
you.
I don't like the idea of it. Oh, we have rats and roaches. Who bring the rats and roaches there? When you in Clarence Bain, the same thing in Clarence Bain. The main post office building on Eagle Street was broken down, rats and roaches.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
We appreciate your call. We appreciate your contribution. Okay. Have a good weekend. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hi, how are you?
We're fine. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. I have a question for Mr. Munger, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Munger, I would like to know if you could help me with this. I have a son, and my son has two children. One of the kid's mother put him in court, and he have to pay child support at court, which is a good father.
Okay.
Now, he's involved in another relationship, so he have another baby, but he took the lady, the child mother, to court this week to find out if he can have visitation rights. The magistrate in that court told him he have to apply in Supreme Court for visitation rights. But she also told the mother, if he don't pay, they shall come back here. How is it that you could come in the low court and get this money, but I have to go in Supreme Court just to apply for visitation rights for my child? Is that right, Mr. Munger?
Let me tell you what happened. There is an attorney by the name of Ramona Farquharson Seymour. She filed an application before the former Chief Justice, who's now deceased. Her arguments to him was very confusing, and his lordship, having been on cocaine, having been on drugs, he made a fundamental error in his judgment. There was nobody on the other side. As a result of that, that judgment stands. But it's a bogus judgment that denies fathers certain rights. So unless somebody goes to the Supreme Court and convince a judge that the decision of the former Chief Justice, Sir Stephen Isaacs, was incorrect, it will remain. I want your son to cooperate, because there was a man who did not cooperate with that judgment, with that decision. And when he showed up to see his son, they murdered him. You will hear nobody in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas who will tell you what I just told you. So you tell your son to obey the court decision until such time as he can get a judge to set it aside.
Okay.
Because the last man who did not obey it, they murdered him.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, caller. Take care.
Thank you, too.
Okay, bye-bye. We have another call. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Spiritual advisor, and to my leader, Rodney.
Hello, my dear.
Afternoon.
Fine. Okay. I want to send a shout out to two clans of the DeVos. That's Arimento Nouveau and Elva Lindsay, coming in from your three sisters, Maud, Dor, and Ivy. We got your back, girls, and you all enjoy. And a shout out to my girls, Shauna, Felicia, Renee, Helen, and Joanne, and Trey. Good. Have a good day.
This is
Thank you.
powerful.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Mr. Dusa, you see where I sent a birthday shout out to your phone? Okay, good. So let's do this call quickly. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Rodney Road.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Guys from Freeport, Hubert.
Okay, go ahead.
Rodney Monka.
Hello, Hubert. How are you?
I'm good.
All right. What's up?
Tell Rodney Monk to pray for the king. The king just come off operation for his prostate.
His Majesty?
Yeah, he had prostate.
Oh,
he
Jesus.
just come off operation.
Yes. I thank you for telling me that. I shall pray for our blessed sovereign.
Okay, cuz Bradley, take care.
All right,
And
take care.
Freeport.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, y'all take care.
All right, no
Lord,
problem.
have mercy
Let's do this quick birthday shout
on
out.
our
Okay.
blessed sovereign, King Charles III.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. We pause just quickly to send a birthday shout out to this young lady. Let's see. It's happy birthday to, is it Mona Lisa Wims? I think it is. It's coming from your sisters, Monique and Anastasia. They say, just us, we love you. Anyway, right, so happy birthday. We're sorry about this, but I mean, I think I do see it somewhere in the system. But we're wishing happy birthday to Mona Lisa Wims. It's coming from your sisters, Monique and Anastasia. They love you. They hope you live to enjoy many more. And they wish you all the best as you celebrate your birthday. So happy birthday, Mona Lisa Wims. All right. Thank you. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Yes, you did miss it. What's your name? You missed it. We did do the, Tamisha knows, we did do the shout out for you, okay? We did it around the 5 o'clock hour. So you did, if it's not by your TV or radio, then you missed it. But we did send a congratulations out to you for becoming the latest Justice of the Peace here in the Bahamas, okay? So Tamisha, all right, thank you. In your center, we come at the end of the segment, so we get another half hour to take some calls. All
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah. This is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka. It's a Friday evening. Bam! People are going out. Be safe, everybody. Okay? Be safe. It's a crime alert. Be safe. We'll be right back. God save the King. We'll be right back. And we saw yesterday that the Bahamas Hotel Catering and Allied Workers Union were forced to go to Paradise Island Bridge to protest. And we call on behalf of Atlantis to negotiate in good faith and to give the workers their just due. There's no need for industrial dispute, taking into consideration that there are many, many cruise ships that is arriving in the Bahamas and are going to Atlantis and spending big bucks. Atlantis has a moral duty to share the wealth. They should share the wealth before the workers become wild, and that is powerful. Well, it's time to open up the line.
Yeah, we got quite a
Formally.
bit of calls waiting, so let's see if we take them quickly.
Go
Be
ahead,
brief
my
as you
spiritual
could.
advisor.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You there? Oh, we can't hear inside the studio. That's what happened. Welcome to Freedom March. Are you there? All right, so we lost that call. Let's take another call. Welcome to Freedom March caller.
Yes, hello?
Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would just like to add to what some of the previous callers were saying about the situation at road traffic.
Right.
I'm retired, and I have a job where I have to occasionally go and renew driver's license for people.
Right.
And yeah, what they say is right. They sometimes they sitting at their desk, chomping down on the corned beef on grits or tuna on grits or chicken snack, while they serving people or have their food open right there. And as soon as they get a moment, a second free, they take a bite or their food. Now that's the work area. Food shouldn't be in that area. They have well, first of all, in the morning they should have their breakfast. They shouldn't have to come to work and during work hours having breakfast.
Right.
Okay? And also they have a designated lunch hour.
Right.
So food should not be in the work area at all.
Okay.
Okay? And I like I say, I'm down there a lot, and I know it happens.
All right. So it seems as if there may be an issue there. Apparently, staff does not either take their break on time or they have no lunch hours. That's what it appears to be to me. If you're going to see, because this you're not the first person that's saying this, so we see where staff is constantly eating at the desk. So what's that saying? What's going on? They don't have time to take lunch? Is that busy? Are they short staffed? Maybe that's something to think about. All right, but we're happy that you did mention that to us as well, okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Let's take another call. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. Hello, call. You there? 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March caller. Are you there? No? All right, let's take this next call. Welcome to Freedom March caller. You're live.
Hey, Spiritual Advisor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to Senator Mancourt.
Sir.
I just called to thank both of you, even though spiritual advisors give me a hard time sometimes when they call in to expose some stuff. I'm returning a call to you both on your station to thank you for the tarring of Sayers Lane.
Okay.
They finally got to it and covered the trench.
We are happy.
Huh?
We are happy to hear that it has been done.
And you know why,
Yeah.
right? You know why, right?
I that's why I'm calling you guys.
Well, maybe not us. Maybe they finished doing what they have to do as far as laying down pipes or whatever infrastructure they were waiting to do. I think that may have been the problem.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing. I'm sure that calling your radio station once or twice highlighted that because that trench has been there for almost 5 months from last year.
Okay.
So I think that because I can even call the girls at water and sewage and all. So that may have sped up things.
Okay.
Now, spiritual advisor question. I know Manka can hang up on me, but do you think sometimes Senator Manka is be aiding and abetting in the anarchy that's happening between Haitians and Bahamians in this country?
Well, some folks do complain about it, that it could cause a problem.
Why are you aiding him that I have contributed to anarchy? Do you know what is the meaning of the word anarchy?
I shouldn't answer that.
Why are you
I
doing
shouldn't answer that.
I'm
I
a
should answer that.
law-abiding citizen. I've never contributed to any anarchy
This is the second
in the country.
citizen saying
Listen
that
to
to me
me,
today.
but you must not condone.
Okay.
My Negro brother, today is Friday. I want to wish you a wonderful holiday. Go now and sin no more. And this is powerful. You make
Take care,
it
caller.
okay.
Have a good weekend, but I understand your point. Take care. Let's take this next call. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Are you there, caller?
Hello?
Yeah, Paul Johnson.
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
I want to speak to Mr. Monka.
Speaking, sir. How are you?
You don't need a state of emergency or martial law for the police to make arrests.
Okay.
Paul Thompson.
In the Constitution,
Yes.
the Bahamas, reasonable grounds of suspicion of a person committing crime or offenses, the police can arrest. It's also in the penal code and it's in the police act.
Yes.
Another thing I want to touch base with quickly is immigration side.
Yes.
Commissioner Celestial Thompson had a plan that was devised by us senior officers many, many years ago during the Finland administration. And that plan moved from the Finland administration to the Christie administration to the Ingham administration. But he never got the support.
What was it?
Celestial Thompson wanted to have a blue card, something like the green card in the United States, for all the illegal immigrants, not only Asians. And from that, he wanted to have laws. If you went to rent a house and you're an immigrant, you had to produce your card. If you went to take your children to school, and he wanted to do raids from way back on the shanty town and all that.
Yes.
So we important. I think if I could sit down and chat with you, I could sit on a lot from my 30 years experience, and also we can speak about the products. I have a lot I could say that could help with the murder, but it's up to you.
We'll call you.
Okay.
Is this Paul Thompson?
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks so
Mr.
much.
Thompson.
Take care. All right. You got to turn your radio down. We have to take the next call. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to Freedom March.
Hello,
Good afternoon. You're live.
yeah, how are you, Mr. Vodka?
Sir, how are you?
Good, good. But just want to take issue with something you said. In reference to people that road traffic, not only road traffic, but other government streets that are in Mercer. There would be no for.
Now, give me a second. Something is wrong with your communication. We can't understand everything you're saying. A word is coming in, two words are dropped. Two words coming in, and a word is dropped. Are you on a speakerphone, or your cell phone is in a bad location?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can't take the call. I'm sorry. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698. Welcome to Freedom March. Call your life.
A very blessed good afternoon.
Ezekiel.
This is Advisor, Mr. Manka.
Sir.
How do you all do this afternoon?
Listen, we are fine.
Also, be still in the land of the living.
Amen.
I'd like to send out a shout to all the senior citizens around the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Yes.
To the sick and to the short end, to those incarcerated, and to every family which about to divorce a loved one back to Mother's Earth, that earth have no sorrow that heaven cannot cure. And let us continue to pray for the male seeds of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, my people which are called by my name, and then sigh and travail, sons and daughters to be born into the kingdom. And let us continue to pray for the ministers. God bless y'all, and y'all have a blessed week. God bless you.
Ezekiel,
Thank you so much.
Ezekiel,
Thank you
better
so much.
known as Job.
Thank
This
you
is
so
powerful.
323-7775. I wish we could get that caller previous to this one. If he can call back, he wanted to make a good contribution. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello, Mr. Rose.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Great.
Great.
I'm calling from Freeport.
Okay, welcome.
I have a problem similar to the gentleman who called yesterday about his roof work and the problem for the DRA.
Okay.
And Mr. Manka told that person he will take their information to Mr. Miles LaRoda.
He got the information too.
But listen, I have a similar problem. I spoke with the Prime Minister. He, in turn, asked Mr. Miles LaRoda for their office this is from last year, to make the payment for the roof repairs that the contractor already did.
Oh.
And up to now, it's almost a year later, and Mr. Miles LaRoda turned it over to somebody else, Mr. Sargent, and up to now, I have not been able to collect the funds.
Were you able to speak personally with Minister Miles LaRoda?
Yes.
You spoke to him?
Yes.
And nothing has happened?
No. Hold on, I shouldn't say nothing has happened. He turned the information over to Mr. Sargent. He told me Mr. Sargent will call me. Mr. Sargent called, and I'm still waiting to have the situation dealt with.
Okay.
Nothing has been done.
What I want you to do for me, do you still have Minister LaRoda's number?
Yes, I do.
Okay, when we would have hanged up, try calling him one more time, bring it to his attention, and depending on what he tells you, you call me, and I shall petition the minister for you.
Last week I sent Mr. Miles LaRoda a voice note. So he's quite aware of the situation.
Do it one more time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir.
Do it one more time.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome. Have a nice weekend.
Minister Miles LaRoda, when the Prime Minister gives you specific instruction, you're not to pass it on. You are to deal with it yourself. Okay?
Thank you so much.
And this is powerful.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello,
Good afternoon. You're live.
Mr. Rose.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I wanted to ask me a question. Do you know what is the weight of the waste?
There's no such thing.
Not that thing.
No.
I want to find out, is anything wasted in taking somebody's life?
Well, that's it. It's final. Yeah.
Is nothing wasted in taking somebody's life in this world?
Yeah.
So that's meaning those Englishmen in England playing with our intelligence.
Yeah, making a fool of us.
Yes, and we, who are so intelligent and smart,
Accept it.
can't accept it and can't say,
It's
can't
crazy.
say nothing about it.
It's crazy.
There's nothing wasted in taking someone's life.
Yep,
What's
that's it.
wasted in that?
It's final. Absolutely.
You know, because you know what the man said? The waste of the waste. You can figure that out. Taking somebody's life is nothing wasted in that.
No, sir. We agree with you.
And they don't want to hang the people for that.
We agree.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mr.
Thank you so
Rose.
much. Take care. Okay, 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you're live, caller. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Manco.
Hello.
The woman then.
Woman, behold your leader.
Mr. Manco.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, I'm calling about a pole in Farrington Road.
A phone?
A hole?
A pole, the pole.
A
without
pole.
light.
A pole, okay.
Yeah, I live through Sesame Street off Farrington Road.
Yes. Sesame Street.
Yeah, it's called Rock Clove, but that's just the nickname we give it as Sesame Street.
Okay.
But it's Rock Clove.
Rock close?
Rock Clove. Rock Clove.
Okay.
Okay. All right, what to do? Send the information to 323-7775.
But tell me, what is the problem with the lamp pole?
That pole, we don't have any light on that for the past 6 months now.
Really?
And that whole area is very dark.
Who is your member of parliament?
Alfred says.
Okay.
Minister Alfred says?
Yes.
And you have not gone to his constituency office and lodged that complaint?
Not yet.
I am going to suggest to you that you should go to Minister Says's constituency office, lodge the complaint, and also send them a location marker.
Right.
You heard me?
Yes, if I could. But his office really don't be open up in the day.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay. Well, now you put me in a head spin because the last time I passed there, it was open. But if you say it isn't open today,
Yes, because I have the number of the phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Send it to me. Send me a WhatsApp. You have my number?
Okay.
No.
My number is 801 5760. And make
801
57
5760.
and make sure you say to take this poll to Alfred Says.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Manka.
We have
All
to
right.
get that light
You're
on
welcome.
because
Have a blessed day.
You
thank
too.
you. We need that light on because a part of the National Security Initiative is every lamp pole must have a light.
Thank you so much. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good day, Spiritual Advisor. Brother Micah,
Sir,
please allow me to send my condolence out to the Junkanoo community there in Grand Bahama. They're going to put one of their Junkanoo legends to rest tomorrow, Mr. Huckleberry, the leader of the famous classic dancers, the famous swingers in Grand Bahama.
he died?
He's getting buried tomorrow morning. He had to dead if he's getting buried tomorrow.
When did he die?
Just before New Year's, they say.
Okay.
Before the New Year's Junkanoo parade.
Have my sympathies, please.
Yes, sir. But let me say something to you on this, Brother Micah. The gentleman said something minutes ago, but voice of the words. He ain't no dead voice of no dead. Dead is dead. Now, my thing on this spiritual advisor, they get this thing talking about life in prison. How you expect for the people that dead in prison if you feeding them every day? When you give them life in prison, you stop feeding them, and whatever food them and not run out, their life run out. If you feed them every day, they ain't never dead.
No, that's not the way it goes.
No, but it's life. When life in prison, I mean, when your life, finish your life. Finish your life, because finish if you're getting feed, going to the doctor every week and thing in prison.
Yeah, but
they're living better than me.
Yeah, but listen, all of us eat every day, and our life will expire at one point.
Sometimes I struggle in the drive find something to eat.
All right.
And the fellas in prison eating every day.
All right, thank you so much, caller. We got to take another call. Thanks so much.
Cell phone call. Hello, cell phone.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. What is on your mind?
I'm going to tell you right now what's on my mind.
Okay.
I am very frustrated because from 2020, I have gone on retirement and I cannot get my NIB benefits. And every time I call Mr. Roto or I go to Mr. Sayers' office, everybody is saying they're going to look into it. I've called the MP office. All they say they're going to look into it and they'll get back to me. Nobody gets back to me.
Who's your MP?
I've been up to the head office. I've spoken with two people. They say they're going to get back to me.
Who's your MP?
Nobody gets back to me. I am so frustrated.
Who's your MP?
I even spoke to my MP, Keith Bell, and he said he was looking into it. Nothing, no answers.
Okay, I want you to return to Minister Keith Bell because I find that he's very, very efficient. Okay? You go back to him and you say to him that I have encouraged you to return to him and he must look into your matter. Depending on what he says, you are to contact me and I shall go and look for the minister. But he's very, very efficient, okay?
I will. Thank you.
I look forward to hearing from you.
You will.
Okay.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Spiritual Advisor.
Good afternoon.
Sir.
Good afternoon. Send a special happy birthday to former Justice Joseph Strawn.
Yes.
Coming in from Clement Alexander, Philosopher Strawn, and also myself, Marco Strawn.
Okay, great.
Spiritual Advisor and Senator Malka,
You know they're having a big shootout today, right?
A shootout?
Yeah.
What is the shootout?
Between the police and the young men in Camp Road.
Really?
Yeah, they're having a basketball game today.
Okay.
Right there on the park there, when you turn to Williams Lane.
Oh yeah.
Right in the back there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's
I think that's a good luck, for the community. And,
Absolutely.
And the commissioner, he can be sitting courtside. So.
Good.
Really?
Good.
Yeah, it's a good luck. So pass over if y'all get a chance,
Okay.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Is the Minister of National Security, is he playing or?
I don't know. I know it's the police officers against the young men in the
Camp
community.
Road.
So.
Okay.
This is powerful.
That's interesting.
We're happy to
Good
hear
way to
that.
bridge the gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, have a blessed weekend, man.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello.
Good afternoon. You're live, caller.
Yes, sir. Mr. Spiritual and Monk, how are you both?
We're doing well, thank you.
Yes. What I'm calling to say, it's been 6 weeks now since I spoke to Mr. Monk on this same show about my phone, and not only my phone, all the phones in Saudi Lutra. If you are next door, you cannot hear anything on these phones whatsoever. The house phones, sometimes the cell phones. I'm out in the yard now on my cell phone. I couldn't get my children even after Christmas to say well, Merry Christmas on the lines in the house. You know, they just brutalizing these people in the family island. You got ministers tell you have ministers of do for nothing. And ain't nobody you could go to get any answers on anything. Mr. Monk and Spiritual, being fair about it, if you call BTC, you're called till the trumpet sound, nobody picks up the phone.
BTC doesn't answer you?
The BEC is the same day. Any one of these office called a government office, they give them must be a license not to answer the public.
Well, I'm going to make a suggestion to you.
You know, somebody should been able to come out and answer the phone to say, well, we had this reason or that reason why for the last 5 or 6 weeks none of the phones are working. It's not that the phones are not working, but when you call or somebody call you or you hear, and you couldn't hear a word what they say. Man, don't you think that's a disgrace in times like this in this country? And damn it, come next week, they expect you to pay a bill, man?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to make a suggestion to you.
Sorry to hear that,
Are
man.
you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. I want you to try calling BTC one more time. Then, if BTC does not answer, I want you to call Alive. And when you call Alive, you tell Alive that I say that BTC will not answer, and I want Alive to give you a new connection. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds all right, Mr.
And let me know.
Let
me know what happens. Listen to my strategy. Call BTC one more time. If they do not produce, you call Alive. Tell Alive I say to reconnect you, and this is going to be powerful. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, then let me just say this, and I go.
Yeah, you got to be quick.
Mr. Monco, I've been all the way down in Governor's Harbor last week, and it's a certain manageress, it's a certain woman. I wouldn't call her name, but everybody knows who she is, who in charge of South and Central Youth. They know.
Yeah.
That woman will sit right down to her desk and then the trumpet of the Lord sounds.
Oh, hallelujah!
What it is, you don't think it is some reason why they don't answer these phones. They needed to talk to their boss, that their boss would talk to their boss and up the line, but every damn one of them scared of the job.
It appears that you're dealing with a bunch of unsaved people.
We're sorry about that, sir, but
you
we
do what
gotta
I
go.
say. You call BDC one more time. BDC doesn't deliver. You call Alive, and you tell Alive, I say, to reconnect you. And let me know what happened. All right?
Please quickly. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You got 15 seconds. You got to go quick, caller. You there? All right, sorry. That's it, Senator. We are there.
Well, folks, it's a weekend. Please be safe. For heaven's sake, please be safe, okay? If you didn't have to go tonight, stay home, lock up. If you're home, stay in the back of the yard, okay? That's all I can say to you, eh? Peace. Peace, everybody. Do well, everybody. Lord, have mercy on my country. Do well, everybody. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Let there be peace. God save our blessed sovereign, King Charles III, and the entire royal family. Be safe, everybody, for heaven's sake. Take good care. God save the King.